there, guys! What's up? You wanna hear a story? Alright, you've convinced me. I'm gonna tell you a story. Now, this is probably one of the stories in my life that I can never forget about. Like, every time I think about this story, I just want to punch a wall. Because this kid is so stupid. So stupid. So it's in, like, 2nd grade. I'm still, like, this big. This big. So I'm getting out my ham and cheese sandwich or peanut butter and jam for recess. Because, you know, that's what you eat at recess. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. But first I had to wash my hands. The teacher always said, wash your hands. So I wasn't not gonna wash my hands. I wasn't gonna risk the germ monster coming into my room at night and just slaughtering me. So here I go. Walks over to the bathroom to wash my hands. Like any normal kid. Just washing my hands. But this time was different. The sink is like right here. And the door is behind me. For some reason, I do not know to this day the reason, I extended my hand backwards like this. And my pinky entered the crack of the door. Like the crevice between hell and heaven, my pinky sat there between this crack. And then guess what happens next? Satan himself, little grade 2, Billy Bob Jr., comes up behind me to the door, turns around to his friends and is like, wouldn't it be funny if I like slam the door? Wouldn't that be funny? Why would that be funny? So after contemplating and making sure with his friends that the slamming of the door on my pinky finger was a good idea, he proceeds to slam the door harder than a wrecking ball slamming into Miley Cyrus. Now this kid's face goes from this to this in the next moment as he realizes what he's just done. He slammed my pinky finger in the door. There is blood everywhere. My pinky finger is holding on by a crevice, like a little string, because I decided I would extend my hand backwards for Billy Bob Joe Jr. while I washed my hands to eat my peanut butter sandwich. So I'm like crying. Niagara Falls and like rivers and oceans are just flooding from my eyes. I can't see anything. I look down and there's like this big red blob and I'm like, what is that? What is it? It was my finger. It like fell off. And this kid is like, oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry. You're sorry, bud? You just chopped my finger off! I run down the hallway. The teacher runs after me and is like, what happened? I'm like, what do you mean what happened? My finger fell off. So they call the ambulance. And they decide that I need to be taken care of. So they take me to the principal's office. And you know how they distract me from my fallen off pinky? They read me Old MacDonald Had a Farm. They're like, Old MacDonald had a farm, and they're like expecting that to soothe me. My finger has fallen off, people. Old MacDonald can't save me. This part gets me. They taught me how to tie my shoes. They decided it was a good idea to bandage my finger up and teach me how to tie my shoes. That was the day I learned to tie my shoes. The day my pinky fell off is the day I learned to tie my shoes. So after I go to the hospital and like show them my pinky, it fell off! So they take it and they spend like 3 weeks fixing it. Like I was in and out of the hospital every day. They gave me a popsicle at the end of the day, so that's great. That's made it all better. Popsicles, I'd do it again for a popsicle. So at the very end, when I finally get to leave the hospital and I have the cast on, the doorbell rings at my house. Guess who's at the door? Billy Bob Jr., the kid who slammed the door on my pinky finger. And he's bringing gifts. He brought me like a Nintendo 64 and Hot Wheels. And he's just like, hey man, I hope that these gifts make you feel better. No! No, they don't make me feel better. And I don't know why I felt the need to share this with you. If you ever happen to find Billy Bob Jr., tell him I don't forgive him!